How a 25-year-old sparked a plunge at Lumber Liquidators. Lumber Liquidators Holdings Incorporated stock plunge over the past week fueled by allegations of excessive formaldehyde in its flooring can be traced back to a blog post from an obscure 25-year-old short seller. Suhao Zhu, who had dropped out of UCLA's doctoral program in finance and became an individual investor, took an interest in Lumber Liquidators about 2 years ago. After seeing a surge in the company's gross profit margin, Zhu learned that it sourced some products from China. That raised his suspicion that safety might have been skirted in pursuit of lower costs, he said in an interview. Zhu, who was born and raised in China, already has had experience researching suppliers in the country. His digging ultimately led to lawsuits, a 60-minute report, and accolades from the well-known short seller Whitney Tilson, who also bet against Lumber Liquidators. Quote, "It's pretty amazing what he did on his own," said Tilson, head of Case Capital Management, calling Zhu the pioneer of the Lumber Liquidator story. Lumber Liquidators, a retailer of hardwood flooring and accessories, is now under fire from allegedly selling products with more formaldehyde than is allowed by California law. The 60 Minutes piece, which relied on part on undercover reporters and hidden cameras, showed managers at 3 Chinese factories admitting to using false labeling that made it look like the products met regulations. In a response to the allegations, Lumber Liquidators said that 60 Minutes used flawless testing in its reporting and that its flooring is safe. When Zhu began looking into the Tano, Virginia-based company back in 2013, he said he found online complaints about its Chinese-made flooring. So he bought products from Lumber Liquidators and paid to have them analyzed. The results led to him publish a post on investing website Seeking Alpha on June 20, 2013 that advocated shorting the stock because the tests showed levels of formaldehyde above California requirements. The stock fell 4.5% to $82.16 that day. Quote, "This report shows that Lumber Liquidators lacks a proper product quality control system and its product may be hazardous to unsuspecting consumers," Zhu wrote in the post. Since Zhu began posting on Seeking Alpha, he's also raised questions about other companies. The Los Angeles resident manages only his own money and doesn't work for a fund, he said. Zhu made a profit shorting Lumber Liquidators and increased his bet when the company warned on February 25th that the unfavorable story by 60 Minutes was coming. Denny Larson, executive director for environmental advocate Global Community Monitor, appeared in the 60 Minutes place. His group brought a complaint against Lumber Liquidators in 2014 for violating California regulations. It first learned about alleged formaldehyde issues at Lumber Liquidators from Zhu's story, and the suit cites his reporting. Zhu also was contacted by Tilson, who says he discovered Lumber Liquidators as a short opportunity in September. Tilson then found Zhu's story and bet against the stock in October. In November, Tilson announced his position at an investment conference. While his presentation concentrated on the company being investigated by the U.S. government for sourcing lumber from protected habitats, it also referenced Zhu's story on the formaldehyde issue. Lumber Liquidators gave an update on the case last week when it said that the Department of Justice may file criminal charges stemming from an inquiry that began in 2013. The company expects to be charged with a misdemeanor or felony in connection with the case, Daniel Terrell, the chief financial officer, said on a conference call. Early last year, Tilson shifted his focus to formaldehyde after gathering more information. He did his own testing on flooring from Lumber Liquidators, and it showed elevated levels of the chemical, Tilson said. After that, he pitched the story to 60 Minutes, and he was part of Sunday's broadcast. Zhu said he has made money from his short bet, though he declined to say how much. Quote, I made a profit, but it's more than that, Suit said. These are real people, real lives.